All right, what's going on, Mutant Nation? So this is a little bit of a different video as well. I wanted to take this video and just pretty much recap the year for you guys as far as, just emotions, feelings, that I had for each and every, show that I've done. So just to begin, we started prep for the New York Pro in January. And I was excited. I couldn't wait to prep for this show. I already was in the mindset of winning. As you guys know, that is the main mindset for me in particular, is winning. People think that it's an arrogant mindset. They think it's a cocky mindset, but it's just me believing in myself and what I believe and what I know I'm capable of doing and what I'm capable of achieving at all costs. And going into that prep, that was the mindset. Was I know I can win this. No matter who's in it, I know I can win. So that was how I trained, with the mindset every day. And the prep, honestly, was a phenomenal prep. As I'm sure many of you probably didn't know, but I actually injured my right leg a little bit. Excuse me. So that's why a lot of you guys seen me when I was in the prep for New York. Excuse me. I was using that newbie fit machine, which did help take the pain away. But I think the stimulation was maybe a touch too high, and I think it brought my legs down a little more, like it taxed them a little too hard. But yeah, so I did battle that a little bit. But, at the end of the day, we came out on top for New York. It was a great show. I beat one of my, good friends, Justin Rodriguez. He beat me at Chicago. So it was nice to overcome that and beat him. And, for a lot of people that say it was a weak lineup, like, I just think that's bullshit. It doesn't matter. I think they were good competitors. Justin was great. Everyone that was in it was great competitors. Everyone came to battle, and I came out on top. So winning that show was incredible. And having everyone there to watch. My family, my entire sponsors. Matt, who's like my best friend at this point. You guys know that. Dom, the owner of Raw and Revive as well, who's, I look at him like a brother as well. I love that guy. My best friend Matt, everyone was there. My family, and as much as winning is just awesome, it meant more to see everyone after I won, and how proud everyone was, and how emotional everyone was. Those are feelings that you can't ever replace. For me, that just overcomes the winning part. Like, people always ask me, like, what's your favorite part? When you win, like, is winning like the best thing? It's like, no, it wasn't. Seeing how proud everyone was the best moment for me at that show. And that was my first pro win. And New York Pro, as we know, is a very elite show. It's, probably the most elite pro show next to the Arnold and Olympia. So to come out on top on that one was huge, man. Like, that felt incredible, honestly. And it qualified me for the Olympia. So that was the objective, was to qualify for the Olympia. Then after New York, we actually did get the invite to the Arnold. And I did deny it. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to focus on the Olympia. That was the main thing for me, was focus on Olympia and be the best that I can be for the Olympia. So a couple weeks went by, the list came out, and I seen who was in it, and there were some great people in it. You know, definitely at that point I knew it was a more intense show than New York. Way more competitors, way more top competitors. So I remember, you know, I sent the list to Matt and I said, what do you think? You know, and he said, I think you can win. So at that point, you know, we decided that let's do the Arnold, let's get in. You know, and you know, we got in and we just started prep for the Arnold. Um, and I still had the same mindset for that show. Like I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel, you know, I felt pressure, you know, because I know people were expecting me to um, you be better than New York, you know, and if you aren't, you know, you're gonna get shit. So I had to accept that, and pressure never really bothers me because I know I can get better, but I also know sometimes you're not gonna nail it. It's gonna happen, and you just gotta accept that and move on. But that's, you know, that sits in the back of my head. I don't really think about that. You know, the objective is winning, and that's the motive. That's the job. So, you know, going into that prep, I was very excited. I was, you know, prepping for my first Arnold. It's like, oh shit, you know. And I had the mindset of winning, obviously, number one. But I also was like, even if I get second or top three, it's like that's still incredible placing for my first Arnold, seeing who's in it. So I was extremely excited for that. And then, you know, going into the show, it was the motivation was high, man. Like I couldn't wait to get on stage, you know, and it really hit me when I think it was the day before the show. We went to the Powerhouse gym, and we posed in like this dark room with some cool ass lighting. And you know, I got to see pictures of obviously myself, and I was done. And it was that moment where I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna win this shit." Like, and this was before. This is, I think, as we just started to like eat up. So I was like, "Yeah, we got this." You know, as confident as I always am. You know, there's always that little sprick of doubt a little bit in the back of your head, no matter what. And you know, it was there, but I never like let it consume me or anything. But you know, seeing certain pictures, I was like, oh yeah, I'm winning this shit for sure. So getting on that stage, you know, and as soon as I walked out and hearing the crowd just go crazy, I got chills just thinking about it. It's just an incredible feeling. Those are feelings you just can't. Nothing triumphs that, man. Like seeing how many people are rooting for you, supporting you, and you, the way, you know, you walk out there and it's just loud. It's an incredible feeling, man. And battling out, you know, with Steve at the end, that was awesome. You know, much respect to Steve. That's a great competitor, 100%. And even Ian, who is now, I consider one of my best friends at this point. As a team player, man, and he goes hard. You know, now that we train in the same gym, I know, you know, I motivate him, and I know he motivates me. So it's awesome. Like there's no tension between us because we're competitors. No, we're on the same page, man. Me and Ian are, you know, we're gonna do big things this year, and I expect huge things from him this upcoming year for sure. You know, but when they announced my name for winning the Arnold, that was surreal. And at that point, it made everything worth it. You know, literally. Hearing your name, your first time doing the Arnold, incredible. Absolutely. Like, there are no words for that. you know, and I actually surprised my dad. I did, you know, one of his favorite posing songs, or one of his favorite songs in general, which was Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. I told him I would never pose to that shit. I'm like, no. And I said, you know what? Because going back, I did a posing song for my mother for New York, for my grandfather who passed away. I dedicated that New York show to him, and I did a song dedicated to him as well, which was I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. So, and I've done plenty of songs. My mom also wanted me to do posing wise. So I was like, you know what? Let me do this for Dad. And there was a oh shit. There was a video of him as soon as he heard it start, just going crazy, man. Get it! Woo! Woo! Yeah! I think that meant more to me than winning did. Just to see how how excited he was, how in tuned he was. Even he was posing to it in the fucking audience. It's things like that, you know. You just can't get back. And those are moments you really need to cherish forever and ever. So yeah, you know, and then after winning and just seeing the rush of the crowd, you know, waiting to meet me, you know, you guys are just incredible. You really are, man. You guys are the absolute best, and I love all of you for it. I really do. Those again are feelings that just overrule winning, you know. They really do. Seeing all you guys, how much I motivate and inspire you, and in return it motivates and inspires me, because, you know, as much as I'm always just motivated myself, you know, I see all you guys. I see what you tag me, and I see the comments, and I'm like, I gotta pick it up a notch. You know, these guys want to see me be my best, and I appreciate all that from each and every one of you. You know, that was surreal. You know, and then after the show, that Monday, I believe, you know, I got to go to Jim Manning's gym in Pittsburgh. That was an awesome experience. You know, I feel like only the elite people get to go there, you know, and to be there with Matt and even Sean. Sean was there, Sean Clarita. It's just awesome, man. I absolutely love it. We go hard, man. Like, we go really hard together, you know, and these are memories now that I am actually getting to sit back and take in now, you know, because I didn't have time to really just embrace what the fuck I just did, you know, and the year that I just had until now, actually. And it's been a hell of a year, you know, but going into the Olympia, you know, we left to go down there the Sunday before, me, Matt, my brother, Sean, you know, and we got a big house and we all stayed, and it was great. It was fun. I did enjoy the time that I had, you know, just kicking it with, you know, the guys and training, getting ready for the biggest show of the year, the Super Bowl bodybuilding in Olympia. And it was awesome. It was. Now, I get to sit back and think about it more. And being on that Olympia stage was just insane, man. It was a great experience. And then hearing your name for first call out, that's something special. That is something extremely special. And to be top 5 at the first Olympia was surely an incredible feeling. It really was. Wow. But now, you guys obviously know how I am, and 5th place is great, but it's not number 1. And we strive to be number 1. And anything you guys can take away from this, honestly, is obviously throughout this whole year, this whole journey, this whole experience, you guys have seen a bunch of negativity and bullshit that I got, that, I would never win New York. I wouldn't win the Arnold. I wouldn't even be in the top 5 of Olympia. Use that negativity as fuel, man. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it set you back. No, use it. Use that shit. Let it anger you. Let it be part of your motivation. Not your main motivation, but part of it. Let people know who the fuck you are. I said from the start, I'm going to win New York, I'm going to win the Arnold, and I am going to be top 5 of this Mr. Olympia. And everyone looked at me like I was fucking nuts. And look what happened. I did them all. Because I knew, again, what I was capable of doing. And I just put my head down and I went to work. I went to some serious work. And I didn't care about nothing but being focused and winning. And that's the type of mindset you guys need to have when doing this. You got to be all in. There is no, no, all in. There is no bullshit. There is no excuses. There is nothing. You guys have to win this. Whatever show you plan on doing, whatever you want to do in life, win. And even if you don't win, show up your absolute best. And it will get noticed. It will show. Speak your shit into existence, like I always say. Don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. Because no matter what, you're going to get shit. In this industry, in another industry, even if you want to be a lawyer, even if you want to be a cop, a fire, whatever the case is, guess what? There's always going to be people that are going after what you're going after, and they're going to talk shit. So, let them. Let them talk their shit. You play your own game, and you be the best you can be. Because at the end of the day, in bodybuilding, you don't choose who wins. The judges do. So as long as you show up the way you need to, you're going to win. And if you don't, people are going to be like, oh shit, look at him. He showed up. And there's nothing anyone can say after that. After I won that Arnold, then people are like, oh shit, he will be top 5 of the Olympia. Oh. And that's because I know what I was capable of doing. I never let the doubt get to my head. I used it as fuel, man. Train harder. Train smarter. I don't need to train as heavy as I used to anymore. It's a different style now. I have the size. It's all about refinement. And I got better each show. People get, their bodies get a little tired a little bit. I think mine did a little bit at Olympia, but I think that's from prep being, all year basically. But I still got better from New York to the Arnold, to Arnold to the Olympia. I believe I was tighter at the Olympia, for sure. I was fuller at the Arnold, but I was definitely tighter at the Olympia. But that's the name of the game, and I had an incredible year, man. Literally, and just do what you guys need to do best, and that's win. Be the best you can be. Whatever show you have set for yourself, that's all you need to focus on. Relationships, fuck it. Focus on your show. You got problems, worry about them, but focus on your show. Unless it's family problems. That comes first. Fix that shit. Because tomorrow is never promised. But you want to win, you got to be all in. You got to be ready to sacrifice a lot to get to where you want to be. And I have. And I'll tell you now, it sucked. Missing family events, staying home, doing cardio when I could be doing, going out with friends or stuff. It does suck. And there were moments even throughout my entire career when I started years ago. It got to me. But I knew what I wanted. And I never steered away from that. And it got me to where I want to be. And I'm still not done. But it got me to the point where I am close to winning the Olympia. A couple years, maybe next year, I don't know. But I'm like really close, and I can feel it. And that's the name of the game, and that's where I'm focused. But even outside of that, I had my brother come down, and he joined me on my YouTube. He made and also a huge sacrifice. He quit his job, and he's partners with me with my YouTube, and he's been living with me since 2 weeks before the Arnold, and I am proud of him. He loves it, and he's doing great, and he gets better and better. And I think what means most to me is, he's in his favorite place, which is Florida. And he's happy, and he's doing what he loves. He found a new passion that he loves, and that's what makes me happy. And he's getting noticed by people of how good he's doing. And that also means a lot to me. Because, I want him to be great, just like me. I want him to be the best at something, just like I'm trying to be. And I think in time he will. And I'm happy that he's here. Because me moving away, we lost a little bit of our bond, a little bit, and having him here, I think we are building that back, I know he's the older brother, and I know he'll always look out for me, but I'm a very protective person, and, I just want my brother to be successful just like me. And he's doing it. He is. And I'm happy. It makes me happy. And he's also going to be moving into his new house in January, which is right behind my house. So we're going to be fucking neighbors pretty much. Which is awesome. I'm excited. And I'm thrilled to have him here and taking this journey with me. He's like my best friend, and I love that guy. And even Matt, you know, to cap some of this off with Matt. Matt is more than just a coach to me. Matt is, he's family. You know, I look at Matt very differently than a coach. He's also like a brother. And I know he has every best interest for me at heart. And that alone means everything to me. Outside of bodybuilding, you know, he just wants me to be the best I can be as a person and be successful as I can as a person. And he cares about me as a person, not just the bodybuilder. And that means more than he'll ever know. He's someone that truly cares, not just about me, but everyone around him. And that's rare to find in people. It truly is. And even Dom, he's a brother too, man. He is someone, you know, basically he invited me here to be a part of his family, his group, and that's just insane, and I love it. It means everything to me. And he's another one that just truly cares about me as a person and just wants me to be happy no matter what. And I am forever thankful of that for him. And that dude is something special too. And my parents, they've been with me from the entire start of this journey. Literally. And there have been some ups and downs and some major downs, that's for sure. And they stuck with me throughout. They never once gave up on me when they could have plenty of times. They supported me for as long as they could. Up until this point, you know, when I was able to go on my own now. And to see how proud they are. And their expressions when I won New York. And when I won the Arnold, even when I got top 5 at the Olympia. Those are the moments that mean most to me too. Knowing I made them proud. You know, I know they're always proud, but you can always tell when you lose at something. And they're like, oh, we're still proud of you. Versus when you win something and they're like, ah! There's a big difference. So, you know, knowing that they're really proud, there's nothing like that, man. And they've taken care of me as long as they could, and it's my job now in return to take care of them. And for all you guys that support this, support me, I love all of you guys very much. And it means a ton to me how much you guys do support me and everything. And it's just something I will never, ever take for granted. You know, if you see me at a show, even if I'm getting ready to go on stage and, you know, you see me you want to ask for a picture or say hi, just do it. Don't be scared. Don't be worried because, you know, I'm training. You guys are the world. And I appreciate all of you more than you guys could ever know. And I hope all of you continue to follow the journey, because now we're technically just getting started. But thank you guys so much. And yeah, that will conclude this video. So thank you all, and we'll see you for the next one.